I'm gonna go live though.
Watch the news. It's happening. If you studied anything about what happened in Tipper's
Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? I was trying to get on here last night, but it was my son's birthday, and y'all know he got to go back to school tomorrow. So I was trying to celebrate a little bit with him. How is everybody doing? Hello, Chanel, Monet. Hello. Let's see. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello. It looks like we got 16 people in here. How is everyone doing? So we're going to talk about a couple of things today on my live. So I know people kind of get I don't want to say upset, but uptight if we mention Mel with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Mel came from Love and Marriage Huntsville. So sometime we may talk about her in the same sentence as Love and Marriage Huntsville. No, I don't want Mel to go back and Love and Marriage Huntsville, what have you. But Mel does what she want to do. Either way, we will support her. And even if she, just say for instance, if they decided to give her own spinoff, will we support Mel if they asked her to come back and gave her own spinoff? Will we support her then? I would. Some people may not, but that's your choice. But on my channel, I talk about what I want to talk about. If I want to say what I want to say, that's what I say. Some people will say, well, I don't want you to talk about this. I don't want to talk about that. I do say what I want to say on my platform. I say whatever I want to say. If I make a few dollars on here, let it be. Fine. Do I use Facebook do I use YouTube to pay my bills with? Nah. YouTube will not pay for all of my bills I have. So, no, I don't use it for that. So, I don't like when people do that. But that's either here or there. Some people don't like that. They don't like the own network. But if they offered her a spinoff with her or her and her kids, yes, I would watch it. Let me know in the chat. If OWN offered Mel a spinoff with her or just her and her kids, would you watch the show? Or would you not watch it because you don't like OWN network or you don't like Carlos King? Let me know in the chat. So to some people who say that Mel has gave OWN the farewell. Well, if they offered her own show, would you be saying Mel shouldn't take the show? Let me know in the chat. Hello, Laura C. Jones, my member and tea sipper. Hello. So some people have to be mindful of what they say. Sometimes people don't want to hear me talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville that it has to do with Mel, and that's okay. You may want to not listen to this part or come back or mute it or what have you. But if I want to talk about it, I'm going to say what I want to say about it. That's just how it is. All right, guys, we have to wait for the 10-minute mark so they can place my ads and things like that. But I really try to be patient with people that come on my platform because I do appreciate them for coming over here. But if they're going to say disrespectful stuff, then I'm not going to be nice either. If you feel but this is what I don't get. If you got something slick or smart to say, why do you have to come on people's platform and say it? Find another content creator. Go over there with them. I don't get it. Why use your 24 hours of the day to go on other content creators' platform and they chat and say disrespectful stuff or whatever you got to say? They can go find a channel that doesn't say anything about Love and Marriage Huntsville, doesn't say anything about Mel, doesn't say anything about the castmates. You can go find a channel. There's plenty of channels because this is my platform. If I want to talk about something, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe you should mute it for a minute. Maybe you should come back later. That's all I can say. Then you got some people, oh, I don't want to hear about Roe anymore. Okay, that's fine. But if I want to talk about Roe, I'm going to talk about it. I don't understand this. You will see the title, you see the people on the thumbnail. Why do you do that? I don't get it. I don't get it. People do that all the time. You see the people on the thumbnail. I'm gonna talk about every person in that thumbnail. I'll probably miss one or two sometime, but I'll be like, dang, I forgot to talk about this person. Then in my next one, I'll come back and talk about it. But y'all see the people in the thumbnail. I do try to be fair on my platform, but I don't like when people come in the chat or then once I get off live, they'll leave me messages. I don't think you should be talking about love and marriage, Huntsville. I don't think you should say this and that. Well, ma'am or sir, well, don't listen to it. I didn't tell you. You don't have to write a comment. Why would you spend your 24 hours of the day writing negative comments? I never got that about people. If I don't like something that's on somebody's platform or what they're talking about, I just keep going. That's all. But anyway, that's either here or there. How is everybody doing on this lovely, lovely Sunday morning? How is everyone doing? Hello, Lorcy. Let's see. All right, you guys, as you come in, please give the video a thumb up and welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. I thank each and every one of you for coming over to my channel. Let's get some housekeeping out the way here. Get my banners up. All things said are alleged and in my very own opinion is for entertainment purposes only. All things said are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, there is an allowance for fair use in copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and learning. Fair use, fair use, fair use. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up button. I very much appreciate it. Please and thank you. Also, follow me on my other platforms. Drop the Tea at Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Drop the Tea. All right, guys, we're going to talk about a couple of things on today. We got Carlos, and I think his name is Dustin, and Claudia talking about people and talking about Porsha, Drew, Angela. So I don't know if Claudia's maybe going for a TGIF thing here with Carlos King and Dustin and her. And she's putting her 2 cents in. Well, you know what? She got a right to, this is a free world, right? Anybody want to put their 2 cents in, that's fine. But Claudia, was she on Real Housewives of Atlanta? I think for one season, I think she was on there. I remember it right. Back a while ago, she was on there for 1 season. I think so. But Claudia, to me, she doesn't fit the housewife standards to me. Claudia is very plain to me. She doesn't give that energy to me. Hello, oh, I'm sorry. Let me thank everybody for coming in here. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Carmen. Who else we have in here? Okay, I'm not going to entertain that. Okay, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, you said you will support Her with a spinoff. Okay. Okay, you said you will. You said close probably already tried and own probably already tried. I will be watching. I won't be watching any CK shows. Okay, okay, Lawrence. Okay, okay. You think own? You think Melanie is done with own? Okay. Yes, like the video. Okay. Thank you, Lawrence. You said she's not ever coming back just for that. Just was at church. Okay. Oh no, Jacqueline, I wasn't talking to you. No, I wasn't talking to you, hon. Oh, thank you. Okay. Mm, okay. Now, see, what I was saying is that if they no, and I like to talk about this, we could agree and disagree, and that's why I like my channel. 'Cause I like to hear y'all opinions. I don't want my channel to agree with me with everything. I want to hear y'all opinions. Everybody' opinion over here matters to me. What I was saying was that if they offered her own spinoff show for, and for her and her kids or just her by herself, do you think Mel would take the spinoff show? And either way, I would. Either way, if she took the spinoff show, I wouldn't be mad at her, even though I don't like any of Own's um, shows they have on there. I never really got too much into Detroit. I think I watched one or two episodes of it, and I couldn't. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I had really stopped watching OWN until they came up with Love and Mirror Huntsville when Mel was on there. Because Mel was on there. I started watching it and things like that. Yes, they did Mel very wrong. That's why I support Mel because I like what she stands for. I like her work ethic, and some of the things that she's been through, I can identify with. So that's why I support Mel. I go to mostly all of her mimosas with Mel events. I go to her Winter Wonderlands. I'm on her TikTok lives. I support her by buying from her. Every TikTok live, I make sure I buy from her. So I do support Mel in that way. Um, Now, some people on these platforms say they support Mel, but I've never seen them at one mimosas with Mel. A lot of content creators. That's just my opinion. Never seen them at one of them. Never. And yes, and I'm not embarrassed that I say that. We make contact. We mention male names, so people do come over here. Do we get paid for that? I would say yeah, but it ain't really all that. But yeah, some people might make a lot of money from the channel or what have you. I would say that, but I feel that if I do make any money from mention her name, I give it right back to her because I buy products from her. I go to her mimosas with Melanie. And when you go to a mimosa with Melanie, that's not cheap. If anybody has been to one of those are not cheap. The tickets you have to buy, the the clothes you have to get, the hotels or Airbnbs you got to get. So those are not cheap trips. For anybody who else went, those are not cheap. So, you know, it takes a lot of planning too to go there. You have to be there for 2 or 3 days. You have to have your clothes for the event. You have to have your car, your Uber. You have to eat food while you're there. You have to take a plane there. You have to get back and forth while you're there. You have, if you're going to do your own makeup or have somebody come in and do your makeup. So it's a lot that goes into planning. It's just not you go there, boom, bam. You have to, it doesn't work like that. Just saying. We got 31 likes. Hello, I am Missy. Missy, hello. Yeah. Grand Rising, Princess Warrior. Right. So, they should have had treated Mel right when she was on the show. Mistake number one they made was they didn't get rid of Martell when they were supposed to. That's just my opinion. Maybe y'all got other opinions. Mistake number one, they should have got rid of Martell. That was the biggest mistake they made. And I think if they do come back on the show, that they will be phasing him out. They're going to phase him out of the show. If they do bring the show back, they're going to try to put the Scots in the forefront. And they're going to phase Martell out because, just face it, Ariane is not quality material for that show. None of them are, but she is the low on the totem pole. I'm trying to think of a better way to fit it. She just don't fit the picture for TV to me. For reality TV, she don't fit it. She don't fit it. Her mannerism, she has no manners. She has no filter. She has no coup for reality TV. She does this. She does not for that type of show. Now maybe for Zeus. Now for Zeus, she does. Now if Zeus will pick her up, that will go perfectly with her brand. Well, if she got a brand, make her a brand, whatever. She will go great with Zeus. Now she can go on over there to Zeus. That will work out fine. But for these other shows, I don't think it will go well for her. I don't even think she would fit in over there at Love and Hip Hop. Zeus is her place that she needs to go. That's just my opinion. Okay? All right. So, just wanted y'all's opinion on that. Moving on. Let's move over here to Porsha and Angela Oakley. Now, y'all know I like Porsha, but I have no faves on the show. Don't have any faves on the show at all. Now, y'all remember what they say. A drunk man or a drunk woman tells no tales. Now, do you think that Porsha told Angela that she should F Charles? Now, this is Angela's husband. Now, for somebody to sit up there in your face and tell you to your face they should have F your husband? Do y'all think Porsha said this? Yes or no? Do y'all think she was drunk when she said it? Do you think Angela's lying that she said it? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Angela is saying that Porsha told her that she should have F Charles. What woman would sit up there and let somebody tell them that in a right mind? Now, they said Angela from Chicago, they said Chicago don't play. That's what they say. So, do y'all believe Porsha told Angela that? Do y'all believe it? Now they're saying that they believe Porsha is a woman of the night. That that's just a 304. I'm just going to say that. I'm trying to bring my custom to a minimum here. Do y'all believe Porsha is a 304? Because why would you sit up there and tell another woman, I'm not saying Angela and Porsha are friends, but have some respect and class for yourself. Do y'all think she told her this? Just ask it. Do you think Porsha would get down like that? Do y'all think Porsha is getting down like that? Or do you think that was said? Just asking. Let me see if I can find a clip here. Now, if she did say that, guys, look, like I said, I don't have no faves, but I do like Porsha. I'm just saying, for you to sit up there and tell somebody husband that, tell somebody wife that you should have effed a husband, that don't set well with me, Porsha. Now, come on, Porsha. Porsha, that ain't right. That's making me think less of you, Porsha. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Angela maybe had too much to drink, but Angela said she said it. So do y'all think that she said it? Do y'all think that this was said? Now Angela said she said it. I'm just saying what Angela said. Just saying. I'm just trying to figure out why would she say this? Did she want Charles? Was she just drunk? But look, drunk people don't tell no tales. Has she been thinking about doing this? But why would she want Charles though? Charles is not attracted to me. Is she after the bag? Is she after the bag? That's the only other reason I can think that she said it, because we know Simon ain't attractive, and she went on there with Simon. Now, that's not out of Portia's character. Now, Fallon was on, the show for a little bit, and we all know that Fallon was with uh, Simon before Porsha. So I'm not gonna say that's out of her character. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because we all know that she went with him. But just to bluntly come out and tell somebody that to their face, I don't know, y'all. Porsha is starting to worry me. Portia's really starting to worry me, guys, with her actions. She's starting to worry me. Just saying. Starting to worry me a little. You know, she should calm down a little bit. She has a daughter. You don't want, people, your daughter seeing these things on the internet, because the things on the internet, they last a long time. So I don't know why Porsha would say this unless she meant it. The only thing I can come up with. I'm just saying. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see what y'all saying. Let's see. So give me just a second, guys. 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so why do y'all think Porsha said that? Do you think she won't smoke with Angela? Hello, Trish. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is Porsha? Do you think she won't smoke with Do you think she won't smoke with Angela now? She already got smoke with Drew. So why would she tell Angela this? And Charles is not even attractive. And he don't look like the type of man that, gonna be giving her all like what Simon was giving her. He don't look like he that type of man. He don't look like he that type of man. And allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, he done cheated on Angela. He done went out here and got a damn baby. And we're gonna get into that in just a second. Because her timelines ain't adding up. Let me see what y'all saying. You see what happened when she messed with Simon. Yes, karma. You said, who won't Charles ugly? Yes. Girl, people, I told you that the women are saying they're not going with nobody for looks or love. They're going for comfort and satisfaction. They don't. Toni Braxton even said it. She said she's not looking for love no more and no marriage. They're not looking for that no more. I guess Kimora Lee Simmons ain't either, because her and Toni Braxton fighting over Birdman. So they not looking at the looks no more. They or being in love with nobody. They going with men for comfort and money. Well, I'm just gonna put it out there for money, in my opinion. They're not looking for that no more. Love and all that. They don't want that no more. And we know Simon is not a looker. Simon just had the money. Well, apparently, the jury's still out on that. Porsha is saying that he was doing a lot of shady shit, but he was keeping up with that mortgage at one point when he wasn't with ICE. He was keeping up with the mortgage, but apparently he got the money to pay that mortgage with, because that mortgage is high. He bought Porsha that Rolls Royce. So whatever shady business deals he doing, the money is coming from somewhere. But I don't think Charles Oakley money that long like that. Just my opinion. I don't think his money that long like that. And Angela is the type of woman, she doesn't require that much. Angela doesn't require that much. But it looks to me like Charles like arm candy, if you get what I mean. Because when her lace was coming up, he was like, he was letting her know, you go fix that. Like, you ain't for to be up here with me, your damn lace and shit coming up. He wants you to be presentable out in public, which is any man, but he was just like, you need to go fix that. And ever since then, I've been seeing Angela wearing bangs, making sure the lace don't come back up. She's been wearing some damn bangs. She ain't been wearing, stuff, where your hair, got to be laid back and stuff. She been wearing bangs. Hello, Trish K10. Yes, I did watch some of that with when she was with Dennis and Dennis' family, and she was trying to fight his mama. When a woman is trying to fight your mama, that's a big no-no. Big no-no. Mm-mm. And disrespectful. Mm-mm. Now I have 3 sons myself. I don't get in a business like that. I'll just say what I got to say and keep it moving. Because I've learned this. When you keep trying to tell your sons not to be with somebody, they're gonna want to be with them more. Say your piece about the woman and keep it moving. They'll see for themselves. But when you keep on trying to tear them apart, they're gonna want to be with them more. So say your piece and keep it moving. Now, if I don't like them to that extent, then that's just what it is. You can come. And, I just, wouldn't have anything else to say. Like some of these mama D's. I don't get that deep in my son and business. I raise them well, they can handle their own. They can handle their own. But anyway, Porsha, I think I'm gonna have to go on the fence with her. Like I'm on the fence with Kelly. I'm gonna have to go on the fence with Porsha because Porsha is starting to give me weird vibes about her. Because when they all went to Dubai, what was y'all doing over there in Dubai? You and all the ladies, what was y'all doing? Because a lot of women that go over there, they go over there, some, not all, they be going over there messing with those men for money. Not all of them, but some of them. And you can go over to Dubai and do some strange things. Strange things, if you get my drift. A lot of people go over there to Dubai because they can do some strange things that you can't do over here in the States. So, and they say you can go over there and make money. Pretty girl, a lot of the people that got their butts done and their breasts done, all, they said that you can go over there and make money. So I don't know what they was doing over there. I don't know. But they were over there. I don't know what they was doing. Now, my question is this. I never really got a full understanding of why her and Simons is getting a divorce. She said because I don't know if he lied about the money, but it seems that he still has money because he's still able to pay that mortgage. He's going back and forth over to his country. It don't look like he fell off. From what I see, he didn't look like he went down or nothing. So it had to be something else rather than that. Or she said she's tired of coming through customs and they getting pulled to the side. It got to be deeper than that. It got to be deeper than that. So, do y'all think Porsha is looking for her next victim? Let me know in the chat what y'all think. If she's looking for her next victim. Because I think Porsha will get married again. I really do. I think Porsha will get married again. This is not the end. If a man come along with money, and there's nothing wrong with going with, getting a husband that got money, but just don't just get him for the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how, women sleep with people they're not attracted to for money. I can't do that. I just can't do it. But hey, can't knock what other people do. And then Miss Claudia Jordan put her 2 cents in. She said Porsha's acting more like she's a friend of the show. Now, I don't think Porsha acts like a friend of the show. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Porsha has storylines. So I don't know why Claudia is putting her 2 cents in it. Her, Carlos King, and what's his name, Dustin. Claudia, you're not even on the show. You don't only on 1 season. You couldn't even make the cut. So how are you calling somebody friend of the show? You was on the show for 1 season. They begged Porsha to come back. So how are you chiming in on somebody else's bag? I don't get it. You know what? What happened to women sticking together and we root for the women, women and things like that? It's always another woman trying to stop another woman bag and tear another woman down instead of rooting for them. Just saying. But then she tried to clean it up. Well, I think if Porsha, Nene, and Kenya got like a podcast, I think that would be good. So she's trying to throw out there a show for them 3. No, kind of. Well, Porsha, Nene, and Kenya on a show or a podcast. Could it work? Maybe. But y'all, this is the kicker. Funky Daniva. Funky Daniva, baby. Why did he say he want to get TGIF back together? When you was on the show, Funky, you was complaining. You was complaining about the money and talking about Claudia like a dog. And Reynolds. What is your money low, Funky? What is your money dry? No, I have them on the thumbnail, but I want to talk about this. I got to talk about this. Why are you talking about, well, putting it out there in the atmosphere that you want to get you Claudia, and Reynolds back together? You want to get it back together. Baby, a lie ain't nothing to tell. Maybe he going broke. Because why all of a sudden do he want them to get back together, guys? Let me know in the chat. Funky is saying that he wants him and Claudia and Reynolds to get back together. He wants TGIF back. He said he had an epiphany that he would never be one of these people because, you know, he be watching Unsung and how the groups and things break up because of ego. And he always said that was never going to be him. And he said he sat down and thought about it long and hard, and that's him. His ego got in the way of the show. He missed the show. He wants the show back. He wants all three of them to get back together. Now, do you think he really wants them to get back together, or do you think his ass is going broke? Let me know in the chat. You said drunk people tell no tales. Hello, Cam. You said it's not the looks, Simon or Cordell, etc. You said, I would hope Mel have her own spinoff. I support Melanie and everything she do. I buy all her products. No, I'm not a CC. I'm a subscriber who expresses my opinion. Okay, Karen. Okay. She was not drunk. She knows what she was saying. Okay. Drunk people tell no tales. If somebody drunk and they said something, you better be listening. Because that's really what they want to say. But then they can't say it. But then when they get that liquid courage in them, whatever they want to say, that's what they really mean. To me, just to me. Did she really say it? I need to see it. I don't want to judge until I see it. She said it. She's wrong, did wrong. Okay, Princess Warrior. Okay. Please hit the like button and share the video, please. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Absolutely, she has a jealous spirit. Okay, possibly before the show, maybe Charles said something slick to Porsha. That might be why Porsha said she knows something about Charles. Okay, that could be it. How is these women, Toni Braxton and Kimora Lee, fighting over Birdman? That man is a whole dude. I can look at a lot of these. I can look at a lot of these women. They are desperate. Well, okay. So apparently, Toni Braxton and Birdman got married, but Toni filed for divorce 72 hours or a couple of weeks or 72 hours or something after they got married, because Kimora Lee Simpson, allegedly, this is all alleged, was texting Birdman talking about she need him. So Kimora Lee Simmons is supposed to be the mistress of the sneaky link. Kimora Lee Simpson is Birdman's side piece, sneaky leak or whatever. So he left Toni Braxton and went to Kimora Lee Simmons, supposedly, allegedly. So, like I say, these women are doing some strange things for some change. I told y'all, they said they are not looking at no looks no more. They're not marrying nobody for looks. They marry for comfort and satisfaction, well, stability. So in other words, they marry people right now for their lifestyle, so they can have a good lifestyle and live in comfort. They don't care about no feelings, how they look or nothing like that. They don't care about that. Just saying. That's what they saying. Let me. I was trying to find that clip of Porsha. Maybe I got too much stuff in here. Porsha saying it. If I had the clip in here for Porsha and for Tony Braxton and Birdman, I think I got so many clips in here. If somebody, Chanel, Monet, if you got that clip of Porsha, send it to me right quick if you can. You said, but he is being deported. She should be trying to move somewhere. You said preach. Yeah. Porsha, allegedly the house is being foreclosed on. The house that Porsha is living in, the house that Simon is supposed to pay the mortgage on, but Simon's in ICE custody, so he has no way to pay the mortgage. But y'all do know Porsha has another house that her mother stays in. So I don't know if she gave her mother the house or her mother is staying in that she can really go back to, or she can buy her another house because y'all know Bravo gave her a lot of money to come back on that show. And also she has her Go Naked businesses, her linen line, she has covers and things like that at the department stores. And she has some other business ventures that she does as well. Her and Yandy has some type of business together as well. So she has some business ventures that she does do, and we know Dennis is giving her money for PJ. But I think Porsha can go find her another house, but I don't think it's going to be as big as this house she got right now with Dennis. Or, she can go find her a house like the same size of house that she has that her mother is staying in. Because I don't know if she gave the mother the house or she just letting her stay in there. One or the other. But she still has that house she had before she got with Simon that her mother is in. Just, now, if you are a single woman, right, you can date people. That's what you're supposed to do, date people. I think people get things mixed up. If you're single, do you just supposed to when you meet somebody, that's the only person you stick with? You have to date to see who you like. Does that mean that you're supposed to sleep with everybody you date? No. But you're grown. You can do what you want to do. But I wouldn't suggest that you sleep with everybody that you're dating. That's just me personally. Because this is what people don't understand. When you are dating and then you just got out of a relationship, you need time to heal. You don't want to get back into no relationship with nobody for like a rebound, because that won't be good for you. Then you don't want to be sleeping with all these people, because we have an any. So all those people, how can I put it? I don't want to say spirit. I'm trying to think of a good way to say it. Anybody they went with or was with, that's going into you. The bad energy. So you don't want all these people, sleep with all these people and they bad energy going into you, and whoever they slept with going into you. So no, I don't suggest people, but like I said, I can't tell nobody what to do. If you date, just date. You don't have to sleep with everybody you date. I would suggest people sleep with people that they dating, because you need to get to know the person outside of sex. I have no problem with people dating until they find out who they like. That's just my opinion. But then this is another thing. If you have secured your own bag, then you would not have to date nobody for money. Secure your own bag so that way you can date who you want. You don't have to date who you need. You get what I'm saying? Don't date who you need. Date who you want. You secure your own bag. You don't have to date who you need. Because I think these people, these women are dating who they need. Don't put yourself in that boat. You know, you don't have to do that. If you secure your own bag, you won't have to put yourself in those categories. But we got some people that want to live above their means. And all this materialistic shit, $3 and $4 and $5 and $20,000 purse, the shit ain't cost them but $50 or $100. But you thought it was something because you was getting Chanel bags, Hermes bags, LV bags, and the shit didn't cost really nothing. So you out here giving away your good goods for a bag that ain't cost them maybe $100. So if you secure your own bag, you can date who you want, not who you need. Remember that. Remember that. Buy what you can afford. Go to restaurants that you can afford. Go on trips that you can afford. And you'll be great. But the women don't do this. They do the opposite. And that's what happens. Then that's where you're at putting up with anything. Because you wanted this lifestyle that you can't afford. So either you're gonna put up with this shit or you're gonna leave. So he didn't put you in this house that you can't afford, right? So either you're gonna leave or you're gonna stay there and put up with the shit because you can't afford it. So don't let nobody put you in that situation. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. All right. So I do want to show y'all a couple of some different things here with Roa, but they also saying that Roa's views are going down. I'm watching Roa. Are you guys watching Roa? Because their viewership is going down, and I don't know why. Because the show is good to me. I like the show. I do like the show. The show is really good. So I do like it. So I don't know why their viewership is going down. Let me know in the chat why y'all think Roa viewership is going down. I think I'm going to get that made on my shirt, you guys. Date who you want, not who you need. I'm going to get a shirt made like that. Don't nobody try to take my saying. Don't nobody try to take my saying. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat here. Y'all know I like to read the comments. Let me see. Let's see here. Hello, Mississippi Thoughts. You said, hello, Patricia T. You said Charles ain't said Jack to Porsha. She already said she was joking. Porsha is a 304. She's no woman's friend. Shamia better keep her away from her husband. See, that's another thing. That's sad when you can't even, you think you being thought of in that way that you are a man snatcher. Alicia said, I will not trust you at my house. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Good afternoon, Jacqueline Moore. Good afternoon. He locked up right now. He sure is. Porsha never stopped sleeping with Dennis. I believe they both are scamming Simon. You think Porsha's still sleeping with Dennis? Because he was looking at her butt while he was cooking. He said her butt shaking around there like jelly. He did say that now. Just saying. I would think she is moving too fast. ICE has Simon in custody. The house is in foreclosure. So she started a YouTube to pay the mortgage, supposedly. Well, that's a good thing to do. Porsha's still trying to get even since her first marriage got her nothing. I don't like Claudia. She is a starter. She is a starter. For me, Porsha last. Let me see. For me, Porsha lost the right to comment or feel any type of way about anything. She stole Fallon's husband and she got screwed. I wouldn't trust her around my cat, let alone my husband. Okay. He missed the, what's that, Moo? Carlos King is in his space right now. Funky Dineva want that money back right. He missed the money. Funky did that for clickbait just during the pot. Broke. Funky want Armand gone. Hello, Monique. Hello. Funky going broke. Yep. And now Carlos King is not a producer anymore. He is a YouTuber. He is out here in these YouTube spaces making money that Funky Dineva feel like he should be naked. Okay. Not naked, I meant money that he should be making. Okay. Porsha is sorry, and she is looking for her next victim because the last one didn't work out like she thought. Hello, Linnell. Hello, Peggy. Porscha's strategy is always divided and conquer. Um, so she's going to create um, content and relationships where she feels she has a chance to take someone's husband. I don't know why she wants somebody leftovers. Porsha doesn't want to spend her own money. She feels like she deserves to be taken care of. Okay. If you are single, you date single men, not married men. Right. And today's world, you have to careful. You have to think. I think you may be careful who you sleep with. You sure do. Hello, Sonya. Portia comes across as greedy, jealous, and vindictive, and she doesn't want anybody to have more than she has or be better off than she is. Allegedly, the designers are suing the man who let folks know the true value of these products. Hello, committed to the journey. Hello. And try dropping in quickly to say hello to everyone and to answer your thumbnail. Hell to the no. He ain't begging because he knows Mel's response. Okay, committed to the journey. Didn't I see some more that she is engaged to Dennis? Who, Porsha? Please hit the like button and share the video, please, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Yes. Look, I think Dennis ain't. I think Dennis got money. He's the hot dog man, so he got some money. He's also doing some producing. So I think he has some funds. I think he's decent. You know, um, and it would be good for PJ, in my opinion. But I can't tell her who to date, who to be with. But I think it would be good. Some people think that her and Dennis are still sleeping around with each other. That could be. Because Porsha ain't got nobody that we know of. So if she's sleeping with Dennis and Dennis has nobody, she has nobody. Would that be wrong for them to do? No, they don't have anybody. Neither one of them is dating anybody that we know of. They say he dating Drew, but we don't know how true that is. Drew said he's just her producer or manager, or whatever he is. But a lot of people say that. Now, listen, let me just ask y'all opinion with this. If you had a friend that is known for being okay, now I'll put it this way. Would you be friends with a side chick? Drop it in the chat. Would you be friends with a woman who is known for stealing other people's husbands? Drop it in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yes, hit the like button. Let me know how many likes I got. Could you be friends with a side chick? And could you be friends with a person that's known to go with people's husband? Drop it in the chat. Let me know. So let me get this video ready for you guys here. 1 second here. Let me know. And then let me tell y'all something. Dr. Heavenly, you need to close your damn mouth and go over there and worry about your damn kids that you say you didn't know had been locked up. You worried about Porsha and them. Worry about your damn shit. That's what you need to do. Let's get to this one here. We're gonna get to Angela here, y'all. We gonna go to Angela. We gonna go to Angela. Let me wait a minute here. We going to Angela here. Wait a minute. Let me go back up here. Girl, we got some stuff to talk about today. Then Claudia got the audacity to be talking about Ralph and Drew. We're going to talk about that in 1 minute here. I'm trying to get to this one with Claudia here. Give me, that's not it. Give me 1 second. Let me get to this one. I don't know. Claudia's giving me that she wants to maybe be back on the Housewives. So now let me just let y'all listen to that. She's saying Porsha, Kenya, and Nene should do a show. So let's listen to it for a second. So then if they do the show, she gonna try to say she the one that came up with it. That's what's gonna happen.
Show Nene has dropped a video today, and please make sure y'all watch it. She answers some of the fan questions, and is one of many to come. So, getting back to Kenya Moore's YouTube channel, which you guys should also support Kenya Moore, support Porsha's YouTube channel, support everybody, chat. Okay, so Kenya Moore.
For real though, support all them. Support Nene's show. Watch it. We want it to succeed. This is not by any means telling anybody not to. I want to see Nene do well. I just want to be clear about that. I want her shit to win.
If you really want to gag the girls, Kenya, Porsha, and Nene should team up and make a super panel. Have Kenya produce it and make it top-notch quality. Porsha and Nene can do their big personality thing and be cute and be funny and be shady, and it can be beautifully done. And the three of them together would be those numbers together. That's what y'all need to be doing. I think y'all all rock. Y'all, I think you're cool. I'm not really sure where they are now, but that would be a show that would. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I love the Nene Leakes show. Nene has dropped a video today, and please make sure y'all watch it. She answers some of the fan questions, and is one of many to come. So, getting back to Kenya Moore's YouTube channel, which you guys should also support Kenya Moore, support Porsha's YouTube channel, support everybody, chat. Okay, so Kenya Moore.
For real though, support all them. Support Nene's show. Watch it. We want it to succeed. This is not by any means telling anybody not to. I want to see Nene do well. I just want to be clear about that. I want her shit to win.
If you really want to gag the girls, Kenya, Porsha, and Nene should team up and make a super panel. Have Kenya produce it and make it top-notch quality. Porsha and Nene can do their big personality thing and be cute and be funny and be shady, and it can be beautifully done. And the three of them together would be
Do you think Claudia is gaslighting them? Do y'all think Claudia is gaslighting? Do y'all think Claudia is gaslighting? Now, I want to listen. Now, this ties into what I was saying here. This ties in. Now, this is disgusting. When I was saying people nowadays have no coup. They have no morals and respect anymore. Nobody does. Nobody has no morals and respect and integrity anymore. Nobody does. Not, what I'll say, some people, but nobody. Now look at this is tied into what I said about people sleeping around with other people. Now listen to this. Wait a minute. Listen to this, guys.
Out of dating his brother's exes. Is it just me? Is there anyone left out here in the world like me that feels that's disgusting? Like, I don't want no dick that has been in anybody I know, any of my relatives particularly, or my close associates. Because if I have fucked someone in the past that's been with any of my relatives, it's because I didn't fucking know. You ain't gonna be fucking me, and the whole time I'm thinking, oh Lord, this dick done been in my aunt or my niece or my cousin or my sister. You know what I'm saying? Is there anyone left in this world that has morals and scruples and that ain't so desperate for some dick or some coochie that you would fuck someone that's been with your relative? Does anyone not see the stank assness in that shit? It's too much dick and pussy out here for y'all to ever be losing your sense of moral compass and fucking someone who's been with your best friend, your cousin, your relatives. But I have a few people in my family, and my younger aunt, Kenda, came behind me and fucked somebody that I fucked in North Carolina. And I'm like, bitch, how could you do that? He's bragging about that shit, this country bumpkin ass motherfucker. He's bragging about that shit. Like, I don't want no dick that's been in your...
Okay, she doing a little bit too much cussing. But y'all get the gist of what I'm trying to say, y'all. Why is people... So she was talking about the Wayne brothers. Their one brother, he think it's funny for him to, Marlon, going around, he'll go around and sleep with his brothers, ex-wives or ex-girlfriends. He thinks it's funny. But they was raised right. Y'all know the Wayne's family is a tight family. But he will do this. And that's where it falls back to morals and respect for women. Portion them. If we in a girls group, a clique. Okay, I'll use this. Like me, Sassy T Talk with Your Girl, Sandra P, Sheila, Regina, Lady C. We all hang out. I call them my sisters. But I go around and sleep with somebody that they know or whatever, hell no. Even talk to somebody, hell no. What is wrong with people these days? Do you have any morals or respect for your body? In anything? And a lot of us, we are grandmothers now, but we don't look like we're grandmothers. We don't look like my dear and them. I told y'all that. We don't look like our grandmas used to look. We still out here, doing our thing. But we still have to have morals and respect for ourselves. I don't know if people is out here for the money. I don't know if people out here sleeping around for the money. If you have your own money, your own bag, you wouldn't have to do that. You wouldn't have to get who you need. I don't know what it is. I don't care how old I get. I'm still gonna be the same person. I'm not gonna sleep around. I can't do that. I thought that when people get older, they get, we supposed to have more wisdom, but it don't seem like we didn't evolve to that. This, what we in right now, I don't know if the people brain are going backwards. I don't know if the people are getting older and then going back to their 20s. I don't know. Because it seems like some of the older people that are getting up in their 40s and 50s are reverting back to their 20s. Like they hosted. They 304 stages. Let me know in the chat if y'all kind of thinking that. Because these grandma are acting like they in their 20s and 30s. Just saying. Now, when I go out or maybe be on my little girl shop, I ain't got nothing to twerk. I don't know how to twerk, but I might, but I don't do stuff that would disrespect my kids, my grandkids, or my household. I don't do stuff like that. I don't act like that. I know my limitations when drinking. I just don't do that. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the chat. Some of these people are in their 40s and 50s. They scary. Look, I think they going back to like the curious case of Benjamin Button, like they reverting back. Because these women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, they act like people that are in their 20s and 30s. How they act. Now, I know we can get our bodies done to look like we're in our 20s and 30s. I know we can do that in our 40s and 50s. But you don't have to act like that. You can still act with morals, class, and respect for yourself. You ain't got to be out here throwing it back. And another thing, women, why are y'all going with 20-year-olds? They're young enough to be your kids. Look him, a 23-year-old. You 50. Woman, please. I can't. I'm preaching to the choir, y'all. I don't know. Hey, Capricorn Flower, my mind. Hello, Linda Gambo. Let's see here. Y'all, I don't know what is wrong with some of these women. Some of these women are acting like they aging backwards, where they are acting like they titty boppers. Just saying. They are reverting back to titty boppers. What can a 23-year-old do for a 50-something-year-old woman? What are he gonna do? Bounce up and down on you? What is he doing? They don't even know what they're doing, really, at that age, still. Just saying. Just saying. That's what they want. Hey, that's just disgusting to me. Little Kim was going with a 23. He 23 or 25. It's just disgusting. I'm 23 and I have been celibate for 4 years. I'm an emergency person and I'm an energy person, and the energy of these men today is trash. Look, hey, right. And then people think it's something wrong because you ain't got no man. Why is there something wrong with me because I ain't got no man? It's what because you don't want the trash out here in the street. You just don't want any man just to say you got a man. Something got to be wrong with you. You said, I don't have time for mess. I'm happy, married, and I'm the one that will tell you the real. Okay, Alicia, okay. Look him in her 50s, right? Yes. Yes, Capricorn Flower. She's in her 50s. And then now the little young boy out here telling everything. He telling every fucking thing. But listen, I am 51. I have a 30-year-old son, 30. 29 and one that'll be 20 Monday. What the fuck? I'm 51. Look, him is 50. Who does this? That is so nasty. That is disgusting. My son is 30. I'm 51. That's like, look, him going with my son. That's 30. You don't know what to do with that. I cannot. It isn't for me, but if they happy, then good for them. I am not trying to judge these folks. The double standards are wow. And it's for and I'm not, and it's for the older man too. The older man too. usually when women, to me, this is just my opinion. Y'all know we got our own opinion. When young girls go with older men, they after the bag. They looking for somebody to take care of them and things like that. Majority of the time. Let's just be honest. Look, I can count on my hand. I'm 51 years old. The number of people I've been with in my life, and it ain't going past my hand. I know some people that they gonna need their hands, their toes, other people's hands and toes to tell how many people they done been with, and they not even half my age. You said ain't nothing worse than an old 304. You got that right, Princess Warrior. Oh, okay, Linda. You said you good morning, Linda. I don't think people care about morals and respect anymore. I don't think they care about that no more. I don't think people care about that. Hello, Ophelia. Hello, is it Yasmin? You said Ariana and Trish and Kimmy and Destiny are all the same. They sure are. We're gonna talk about them. There is nothing wrong with you. Mother has lived and can point you in the right direction. Right. The one thing I learned about, since I've been a mother, and my mom told me this, that my oldest son, I didn't want him to be with a young lady. I didn't. And I kept on telling him, I was like, nah, I don't think she'd be with her. I kept on telling that. And the more I kept telling him this when he's a teenager, the more he wanted to be with her. My mom said, quit talking to him about her. He'll find her out himself. And as soon as I stopped talking about her, I didn't say nothing else about her. Months later, he ended up breaking up with her. But he ended up breaking up with her or whatever. And then she ended up down the line, she got married to somebody who was not a good guy. And she ended up, having a baby by him, and he was, ABing her and stuff like that. And she ended up getting a divorce and stuff like that. But that's either here or there. But they're good friends now. And she turned out to be, an okay girl. But she, sometimes girls will develop faster than boys. And to me, when kids don't have their parents around, they have to grow up faster than what they want to be. I think with my kids, they're more sheltered and they would get more nourished. Not nourished. I'm trying to think of the word. They were more sheltered and more monitored. And, and I was more like in their life, talking to them and doing stuff like that. And I'm not saying that I'm know everything about motherhood, but I try to be the best mother that I can be to my kids. I do. But you have some that don't think you do. I just try to be the best that I can be. Motherhood does not come with a handbook. You learn, as you go along. So I would never judge anybody parenthood, because there's not a book to tell you how to be a parent. You just learn, like if you have one child, then if you have another one, so you try not to make the same mistakes that you did with the first one, with the second one. So, that's how I learned, with my first son, I didn't have a handbook. I had him when I was 21 years old. Then when I had my second kid, I learned stuff from him from my second, then to my third. So there's not a handbook of how to be a parent, but you do the best you can. So, you just do what you can. You said, it seems like everything changed after COVID. Yes. Some people are saying COVID did something to some people. That's what people are saying. That's what I'm saying. So I want to hear in the chat, if would you be friends with a woman who was a side chick, or a woman who is known for sleeping with people's husbands? Kind of the same thing. Or if you found out your friend was a side chick or sleeping with people's husband, would you continue to be friends with her or him? I've ended friendships of many years because they began reverting back to high school behavior. Okay. So yeah, some people, I don't know. I don't know what it is. He was going to be with her. I don't think they were not listed. They are. Would y'all be friends with people? Let me know in the chat. Would y'all be friends with people like this? No, I wouldn't, because people might think I'm like that too. Okay. Hello, TNT Gma. Happy Sunday, everyone. Now, some people say that they would be friends with them. That don't reflect on them. I did have a friend that was sleeping around. I did. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I tried, to tell her, like this ain't right. You shouldn't do that. The man is married, things like that. You shouldn't do that. No, I don't want him. I just want, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Mm-mm. But we're not friends anymore. Because this is what I try to tell people about sleeping around. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, if this ever happened to y'all or somebody know. When you sleep around like that, right? And then just say you really find a nice guy that you like and they like you. What if y'all go to a party or somewhere out at a gathering, right? And you with the person that y'all have become in a committed relationship, right? And you go to a party or out with your guy that y'all committed. What if one or two of those people is at that party, or is one of his family members that you didn't know? Then y'all know how men do. They gossip just like women. And you walk in, or they walk up, and they say, hey, this is my woman, such and such. Do you know how little you feel, or how small you will feel? That's why I tell people it's not good to sleep around. This happened to my sister's friend. She met a guy that she really liked. They went to a party at a bar. It was maybe 3 dudes in that party at that bar that she had slept with. And when she walked in with him, those 3 dudes started looking. You know how dudes, they get to walking around this and that, introducing themselves, whatever. They said they go into the bathroom. All 3 of them dudes in there telling that dude that they slept with her. So that's why I say it's not good to sleep around with people. That's it. That's it. That's all. And the bad part, and then people's like, well, she wasn't in no relationship. That's the key right there. That's like you were 3 or 4, you were sleeping with these people. Y'all wasn't in no relationship. Y'all was just sleeping around. That looks really bad on the woman. Now, it's double standards. Well, if the man was doing it, don't look bad on him. It's always been that way. It's always been that way. It's not double standards for men if they do it. But women are held up to a higher standard than a man. I don't know why it's like that, but it's been that way from the beginning of time. Just saying. Men talk more than women. They went in that bathroom and they was talking about her like a dog. He comes out, asking her all type of questions. Oh, you slept with my homeboy? You slept with my cousin? That's why I've never been that type of girl or woman. Like I say, I'm 51 years old. I can count on my hands the number of people I've slept with, and it ain't going past my hand. I don't need my toes or nothing, or nobody else's hands or toes to count. Just think. Remember, I told you a woman was cheating and tried to give me her phone to tell her husband she was with me. I stopped fooling with her. Right. Look, if you cheating on your husband, don't put me in the shit. You are labeled by the company you keep, and you can be totally innocent. You right about that? No, the company you keep, people think you do the same thing. Right. I don't get why CK has gotten so big on YouTube, talking about other shows, but tried to destroy other bloggers with their opinions on his show. Right. I don't know, but this has been since the beginning of time. People love gossip and mess. Y'all know back in the day, we used to watch the soap operas with our grandmama and them, right? They loved that they soap operas. They be on, the soap operas was messy. They gossiped. They slept with everybody. And it's just a rinse and repeat. Now we got the reality shows. Messy. It's like rinse and repeat. The soap operas was our grandmama and them reality shows, right? So now the reality shows is the same thing. Right? So that it's the same thing. You know how when you go to your grandma's house or even our mom and them, be quiet, my story's getting ready to come out. So it's the same thing with these reality shows, Love and Hip Hop. I like Love and Hip Hop. I do. I like Love and Hip Hop. And what really shocked me, guys, I wouldn't have never thought in a million years that Michelle Obama watched Love and Hip Hop. Her and Taraji P. Henson was having a talk, and Taraji was so, embarrassed to say, because Michelle asked her what type of shows she watched or whatever, and Taraji kind of smiled and put her head down a little bit. She said, "I watch Love and Hip Hop." And Michelle was like, "I watch Love and Hip Hop. I like Mama D." Taraji just looked so shocked that Michelle Obama said she watched Love and Hip Hop. I was shocked myself. And baby, when she said that, Mama D had a field day that Michelle Obama watched her, watched Love and Hip Hop, and you know who she is. But I was shocked that Michelle Obama said that. I really was. Now, I tell you, I really was. But Michelle Obama, she kind of, looked like she had her braids and stuff in her hair, yeah, I was really shocked that Michelle Obama said she'd be watching Love and Hip Hop. I was. Just saying. Let's see here. Let me see what y'all said. You said that is embarrassing. Yeah. Look, men be talking. When they get together, men be talking about shit too. You think we gossip? Men gossip more than we gossip, y'all. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Please hit the like button and share the video, please, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Yeah, Michelle Obama, honey, she, we think because she is the president, the president's wife, we think she wouldn't watch stuff like that. Shit, Michelle Obama said, I watch Love and Hip Hop. Nothing wrong with that. But let me just ask y'all. Me personally, I don't know. Do y'all think that if you got older kids, that it's okay to date people your kids' age? Just ask. Just asking for a friend. Just asking. Just ask and put it in the chat. But we're going to jump over here to Angela Oakley. But I'm getting off the subject. I told you I started talking, y'all. We just like girlfriends. I just started talking. Do y'all think Charles Oakley had a baby on Angela? Angela is trying to say Wendy Williams is lying. But You have a baby. Where did that baby come from that Charles got? It's not about you. Where did the baby come from? So we're going to get into that. You said no. We're going to get into this. We're going to get into Angela. I'm going to watch it tonight. Oh, let's get into this right here. We're going to watch this for a second, guys. I know I'm not going in no particular order, but we got to watch this little boy. Sorry, y'all. We got to watch the little boy for just a second. We got to watch the little boy. I got a son older than him. I do. And I'm 51.
Nicki more than they was trying to pay Kim. Honestly. But that's the reason, though.
That's her boyfriend.
That's the reason. Because they was trying to pay Nicki more than Kim. Whole shit was set up. Shorty was supposed to go do Nicki's show at the Barclays. She didn't want to do the show at the Barclays because Nicki didn't want to pay her.
This is a baby. Oh my God, just disgusting.
What the fuck? Anything I'm saying right? What makes you think I give a fuck about Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj? Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Everything I'm saying, y'all want to bring up Foxy Brown, nigga? I didn't even know who the fuck Foxy Brown was until I fucking like met Kim in real life. Like, till we talked about it. Shorty used to call her Doodoo Brown. I was like, who the fuck is Doodoo Brown? Doodoo Brown this, Doodoo Brown this. I'm thinking Doodoo Brown was the real name of Foxy Brown. I'm thinking, Doodoo Brown, yeah. What about Doodoo Brown? And like, ain't no Doodoo Brown, nigga. We talking about Foxy Brown. I'm like, oh.
A baby.
Loretta Scott King. Do you know who that is? Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama. Barack Obama's wife.
You think your person will mind if you step out for a minute? You're such a sweetheart.
You're a godson.
I'm ready to go.
Are you fucking kidding me?
All right, Faith, just give me
No!
Faith.
Look at the phone, I'm calling her.
What? No, give me the phone.
No!
Faith,
No!
give me
Yo!
Give me the fucking phone.
No, let go!
I might subscribe to her, guys. I might. I'm saying I might subscribe to her. So this is the guy that Lil' Kim was going with, guys. This is her boyfriend that's telling all the business. This is her boyfriend. This is Lil' Kim boyfriend, guys. He telling all her business. Let me start y'all say it again from the beginning. This is her little boyfriend. This little boy here is 25 years old, you guys. Look at him. Look at him. Look.
Why she don't want to do a versus with Nicki and Fox? You know why she ain't want to do a versus with Nicki and Fox? Because them niggas was trying to pay Nicki more than they was trying to pay Kim. Honestly. But that's the reason, though.
This is our little boy.
That's the reason. Because they was trying to pay Nicki more than Kim.
Let me stop sharing this with you. Okay, guys. So this is what you get when you mess with little boys, right? He getting on here telling all her business because I guess she was supposed to put him on. They was making music and stuff. So they broke up. So now she won't put out his music. So now he getting on here telling all why Lil' Kim didn't want to do the versus battle with Nicki Minaj because they won't give Nicki Minaj more money. So this is what happened when you mess with little boys, right? He said Lil' Kim is holding his music because they broke up. So Lil' Kim won't put out his music now. That's why he getting on here telling everything. So he'll run and tell little boy. Now, Lil' Kim is 50. This little boy is 25 years old. So that's why he's getting on here telling all the business now. Telling why she wouldn't do verses. And you can tell he's young. He said, I don't know who Foxy Brown is. You can tell he's a little young whippersnapper. This little boy looked like a little baby. Like he could be her son. Just saying, y'all. Well, I done went over. I was supposed to be talking about Angela. Well, let me get on to Angela, y'all. Let me get on to Angela. Let me get on the Angela here. I just wanted y'all to see that. I know people say that it's double standards, but these little boys, they do this all the time. When they don't get their way, they'll get on here and start telling all your damn business. They get on here and start telling your business. Another one we got with we're gonna get on that too. The other one we got with who was this? Carly Red. We got Carly Red as well. Carly Red, she went with a younger boy, married a younger boy, and this is the results that she's getting. Wait 1 second, I'm just trying to find the one here with Angela. I told you I have so much stuff up here that it. Where is it at? 1 second here. I know I'm taking a long time, but give me 1 second. Where is it at here? Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to find this clip here. I'm trying to find this clip. Just a second here. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got it, guys. Okay, so was there a baby? There was a baby. But Angela trying to say that it wasn't between their baby. Angela Oakley clears up the side baby Wendy Williams rumors.
But like they were trying to pry into your relationship with Charles because clearly you guys were separated for a while.
We were not.
Oh,
and a lot of people see, let's clear that up because
please.
we can clear and it more will come out in the show. When he got drugged out of Madison Square Garden, like I see people are saying that's not a big deal. This is Charles Oakley going to the New York Knicks game, a team that he gave his blood, sweat, and tears. He has bruises on him to this day, scars that will never heal from playing in that arena. So he's at a game and he gets drugged out on national television. That's just like someone coming in here, dragging you out of here unprovoked for life. And this is a man with, I'm not going to say ego, but ego,
pride,
who's, who has pride. So when that happened to him, that was traumatic. And when I say traumatic, I didn't recognize him anymore. And I don't even think he knew who he was anymore because everything was snatched from him. So we separated in that time. Yes, we separated, meaning you go do you go figure this out. And I'll be here when you need my support. But you can't keep pushing my support away because he didn't know what it was. Like he didn't understand what was happening to him. So I gave him grace. Now, with that being said, he got to see if this is what he wanted. And, in that time, he found his way back home. But that's what happened. But go ahead.
Okay, but he did. So he did have a son or a baby.
No.
He didn't have an outside baby.
No.
I don't want to call baby outside, but all your kids are between the two of you.
No, he has a son.
Okay, now help me out, friend.
But you see, I don't know when it's coming out because I kind of wanted to play out on the show because I love that this Wendy Williams story is kind of like growing legs.
Okay.
This is something that happened in 2020 where I saw Wendy at a party, and me being a fan of Wendy is like, oh my God, Wendy, you know, you going through it, sis. Let me tell you, it's just a baby. And Charles and Wendy have been friends 30 years. Like, they known each other. So he's been on her show. And so they had an event together, and we're coming together to cook for this event. And I'm like, Wendy, girl, stay with your husband. It's just a baby. And she was like, get the away from me. You know, and she was like, has that ever happened to you? And I'm like, yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This lady goes on her big platform and says, I pointed to my husband, who actually wasn't even around us in this conversation. And I'm like, no, Wendy, my daughter's father, my 25-year-old father, did that to me.
Oh.
So I'm like, and the best thing that ever happened to me was my 25-year-old.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Wendy, like, girl, it's okay. Charles Oakley did not have a side baby on me. And I am not, you know, I'm not against women who stay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we're going to work out. They're going to work out whatever they need to work out. You know, it could be someone looking at my marriage and like, girl, you stay. When he cook his bacon, he cook it too black. You know, it could be anything. Like, women want to pry, or people want to pry in your relationship to see why you stay. I don't judge other women if they stay in any situation. But that's just not my story. So my husband did not have a side baby on me. And I hate, and every time it comes up, people be like, here you go. See, this is you and your big ass. Ow, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, the family.
Like, you should have never went up to Wendy Williams and said nothing to her. That's what he's saying. Like, you don't even know her.
But you were trying to be supportive.
I was, but not to Wendy. Like, really. And that's why I slow played my way into the housewives. I'm like, I'm not going to go hard on any of these women before I know who they are.
Yeah.
Without, you know, because Wendy taught me a valuable lesson. Shut your mouth.
Wow. I'm glad you were able to clear that up. And I'm like,
it plays out in the show.
Okay, good. Not backlash, but like they were trying to pry into your relationship with Charles, because clearly you guys were separated for a while.
We were not. And a lot of people, see, let's clear that up because we can clear and it more.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If they were not separated, right? How did Charles get a baby? Let's talk about it. How did Charles get a baby? If they were not separated, how did the baby come about? She's trying to say it was her first child's father who did this to her. So help me help you. Where did the first baby come from? No, let me put it this way. How did Charles get a baby? She said they were not separated, right? This doesn't make sense to me. Where did the baby come from? Where did the baby come from? If they were not separated, because she tried to help her out, she said, y'all were separated. She said, no, we were not separated. Well, then, where did the baby come from? I'm just trying to understand. I'm not judging nobody. I can't judge anybody. I'm just asking a question. Where did the baby come from? Where did the baby come from? Where did the baby come from, guys? Where did the baby come from? She said they were not separated. She said he did not cheat on her. So help me help you. Where did the baby come from? Do anybody got any questions? He did not cheat on her. They were not separated. Where did the baby come from? I just want to know. I'm trying to figure out where the baby come from. If y'all were not separated, well, where did the baby come from? Where did the baby come from? That's all I want to know. Y'all were not separated, you said. So if he had a baby, he either had it before y'all got married or when y'all was married. Because you keep saying that didn't happen. So it had to happen sometime. That's all I'm saying. The baby had to come from somewhere, y'all. And I guess she don't want to tell us where the baby came from. That's all. That's the only thing I can come up with. She don't want us to know where the baby came from. Or she does not want to answer, or is she waiting for it to come out on the show of where the baby came from? I don't know, because she won't say. It's like she's going around the question of where the baby came from. That's the only thing I can think of here. Because they've asked her in interviews, and she keeps going around the question here of where the baby came from. Is it that she can't tell us until the show? What do y'all think it is? What is the reason that she keeps going around this question? That she will not answer us of where the baby came from? So, are we supposed to wait for the show for the information to see where the baby came from? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Are we supposed to wait for the show? That's the only thing I can think of, guys. We got to wait for the show. Because she's not telling us where this baby came from. Let me just see if I see this clip here. Let's see if I see it here. But something had to happen. Y'all let me know. So, do y'all think, we're going to talk about him again in a minute here. I think it is before they were married. So you think that Charles had the baby before he was married? Okay. I think she's waiting to tell it on the show. Okay. 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 Yeah, so that's okay. So I know we're talking about two different things. We were talking about Lil' Kim. That's her little side. That's her boyfriend. They broke up. So he was on there telling all her business because she wouldn't put out his music. But then we got on to Angela Oakley, and they were asking her about the side baby. She's trying to say that Charles did not have a side baby. She said her and Charles separated because he got put out of Madison Square Garden. So I guess they went on a break for him to get himself together, because she said that she didn't know who Charles was after that. So is she saying that Charles got the baby during that time? The host tried to ask her that, but she said no. But she still is not explaining where did Charles Jr. Come from. She still has not explained that part. So I guess she's trying to say in so many words, we got to watch the show to see it. You said Porsha needs to spend her own money. She needs to stop taking people's rich husbands. This is why Dennis' mom didn't care for her because Porsha is a gold digger. Okay. 95 likes, 75 in the chat. Thank you, Capricorn Flower. Okay. All right. Come on, hit the like button. Hit the like button, guys. I think it is before the marriage. I don't think it's before the marriage, guys. I think something happened. something happened. I don't know if that's a break baby. It got to be a break baby because it's between her child that she has with him as well. I think it's some type of break baby. I'm thinking it's a break baby, but she doesn't want to say. Now, we're going to get on. I want to get on Drew for just a second here, guys. Now, we all saw the scene where Drew asked Britt, did she sell her pum-pum? Do you think that's an appropriate question to ask someone who you're not friends with, who you just are acquaintance with? Do you think that's an appropriate question? Do you think Drew is being shady? Do you think Drew is trying to drum up smoke with people to have a storyline on the show as well? Because I don't think that's appropriate to ask somebody that who you don't really know like that. She lucky she didn't get decked in the eye for asking somebody that. Did you sell it? And then Ralph. Now, one thing I do agree with Claudia and Carlos King and Dustin with, Ralph wants something from Drew. Because that's why he asked for those records to be unsealed. Why do you want those court records to be unsealed, Ralph? Drew said that she wanted them sealed so her kids could not read them and see all the stuff in there. They asked her in her confessional, is there something in there about you? She said, no, it's stuff in there about Ralph. But, Drew, I'm on the fence with you. You said you're trying to protect Ralph, but could it be that you're trying to protect yourself? Because Ralph wants them open, and Ralph got them open. I don't think they're open where we can see them, but they're going to be open. Drew starts crying in the car. Why are you crying? What is it in those records that you don't want people to see? Because at first you said you were trying to protect Ralph. But Ralph is happy that they're open. So why are you crying? Because it's something that Ralph wants from Drew. That's why he's tortured her by staying in that basement. Do I think he wants Drew? I think he wants Drew because she's popular now. She's popping. She's on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's doing music. I think he wants her for that. That's what I think. He wants to make money off of her name. Because Ralph is a Martell. He thinks everybody wants him. He thinks he look good. He thinks he's all that. He's a narcissist just like Martell. And they make they do right to be friends with each other. Y'all should be friends with each other. Both of y'all are narcissists. So let's just see what they are saying here. Because I can agree sometimes with, even though I don't like Carlos King, y'all know I don't like him. But I can agree sometimes with what they're saying. They have valid points here. What is it that he wants from Drew? What does he want from Drew? Now, they do got good points. Claudia and Dustin and CK, are they trying to become TGIF? The three of them? And I think this is why Funky Dineva is mad. I think this is why Funky Dineva is mad. He thinks they're trying to get some type of podcast going or show going. And he missed that money. But you know what they saying, that Funky is on that, you know what I mean, the seat. Allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. I think Funky is mad about this, y'all. Let's just see what they're saying. This is why I think Funky is mad.
He was celebrating that. And he was celebrating that the case is not going to be sealed, which when I saw that go down and they're in the parking lot and she pulled down the window and she cusses him out, And in his own way, he's kind of gloating. What struck me in that very moment was Rap is hurt for, again, Rap and Drew, when they were married, didn't give us a lot of information about what they were going through in their marriage, besides him being in Florida. Ralph wants something to be exposed when it comes to Drew. And that's why he is celebrating the case being unsealed. And Drew is sad about it because there may be some things she doesn't want to be out there. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
But what do you guys take from that?
Yeah, for sure. And isn't it scary to think that someone that you're with right now, that you could be possibly with right now, that you love, and you think they love you, and you trust them, and you open up and you be vulnerable and you tell them about the things in your life. But then when you break up, they're gloating that it's going to be exposed in media, and then you're on a reality show, and this might potentially destroy this person that you still have kids with to co-parent. Like, listen, I don't know if you like Drew or don't like Drew, or like Ralph or don't like Ralph. That's nasty work. That's nasty work to want all the details of something between people to just be out there like that. So I didn't like it, but I Drew was kind of not keeping it real though when she said, "Oh, I'm not worried about what's being what would be exposed. It's bad for him." And we don't know that to be true or false yet, but when her reaction suggests that it's really something that she doesn't want out there, that will be detrimental to her. And being on a reality show, it's going to be exposed, blown up, dug into, and it's probably going to get a lot, be 10 times worse. So.
And he was celebrating that. And he was celebrating that the case is not going to be sealed, which when I saw that go down and they're in the parking lot and she pulled down the window and she cusses him out, and in his own way, he's kind of gloating. What struck me in that very moment was Rap is hurt for, again, Rap and Drew, when they were married, didn't give us a lot of information about what they were going through in their marriage, besides him being in Florida. Ralph wants something to be exposed when it comes to Drew. And that's why he is celebrating the case being unsealed. And Drew is sad about it because there may be some things she doesn't want to be out there. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
But what do you guys take from that?
Yeah, for sure. And isn't it scary to think that someone that you're with right now, that you could be possibly with right now, that you love, and you think they love you, and you trust them, and you open up and you be vulnerable and you tell them about the things in your life. But then when you break up, they're gloating that it's going to be exposed in media, and then you're on a reality show, and this might potentially destroy this person that you still have kids with to co.
You guys, what is in those court documents that you think Drew does not want to be out here in the open? What is in those court documents? Hey, CC. Hello, Mary Willis, my mod, and T-Drop. Hello. What is in those court documents, guys, that you think that will hurt Drew? Yes, Drew is an actress as well. Okay. What is in those court documents? Do y'all think, I thought once I thought it was about Ty. Did Ralph put something in there about Ty? But we already know that she was dating or messing with Ty. We already know that. But what else could be in those court documents that Drew does not want us to know? What else could be in there? Because Ralph was gloating. He was happy that those court documents was going to be open. But see, this is what I'm lost at. Drew said she did not want the court documents to be open because there was stuff in there about Ralph. But see, that don't make any sense. Well, then why would Ralph be gloating and happy that they're going to be open if stuff is in there about him? It doesn't make sense to me. It don't make sense. What is in those court documents? So now I'm starting to believe Drew lied. It's something in there about her. Because why is you crying and laugh and Ralph is laughing? And Ralph is happy that he gets to stay in the basement. He's a basement ninja. A basement BAN. But hey, he want to stay in the basement, and women think that's cute to pick Mishas that this man is living in his soon-to-be ex-wife rental property in the basement. By God be it. But I'm just trying to figure out what is in those court documents that Drew does not want to be out. What is in there? And why is Drew staying in that marital property when she got some money? She can find her a 3-bedroom condo. It ain't like she broke. She can go. I don't think the judge is making her stay there in that house. I would have asked the judge, well, if he don't want to leave, can I leave? And sometimes you got to give people what they're asking for. Okay. If he's saying that he want to stay so much with the kids, I'll go ahead and leave. Now, is he going to take care of the kids? If this is what you're asking for, put all the responsibility on him. Okay? And I'll come get the kids when it's my turn. I'll come take them to school, pick them up, take them to school, whatever he need me to do. But since he wants the house, I will leave there and let him stay there with the kids. Because Ralph wants to stay in that house, in that house for a reason. I bet you he's listened to all Drew phone calls. Y'all know he an IT tech. He could have the phone wires tapped, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. I wouldn't want to be in the house with him. He could be listening to all her calls for all she know. Just saying, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. That's all I'm saying. She can go get her a 3-bedroom condo or apartment. Why would you want to stay there? He is, to me, is trying to destroy her. That's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. You said Drew and Ralph is working this for a storyline. I think both of them are lying. So you think that they're not getting on divorce, Mary? You think that, now wait. So you don't think this divorce is real, that they're going to court for real? 130 likes, 71 in the chat. Thank you, Mary. So y'all think they playing with the court system like this? Wait a minute. I don't think that they can go to court, be playing with the court system like this. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all think Ralph and Drew are getting a divorce for real. Drop a 2 in the chat if you don't think they're getting a divorce. Let me know what y'all think. Moving on. We can put y'all 1 and 2s in the chat. A 1 for yes and a 2 for no. If you think Drew and Ralph are getting a divorce. A 2 if you think they're not getting a divorce. I want to hear what y'all think. I need y'all to communicate with me in the chat. Thank you, Mary Willis. 130 likes, 71 in the chat. Thank you. Okay, let's move over here to the draft here. We got Sidora's, I hope I'm saying his name right, and Shiloh Sanders and Deion Sanders. We know those are his 2 sons. Now, I don't like to say race has to do with stuff, but in this case, this is my opinion. Why do y'all think they was playing with these two, with Deion Sanders' 2 sons? Why would they play with them? These are some good players. They worked their ass off to get to this moment. They had prank phone calls being made to them. And people say it's because of Deion Sanders, because they have to deal with Deion Sanders. But wait, are we forgetting about Archie, who played for the Oilers back in the day? His 2 sons went to the NFL. We have Peyton Manning. Are we forgetting about the Manning brothers? And Eli? Eli played for the Giants. Peyton played for the what's the team? Oh my God, what's the team? He played for Well, yeah, we know Peyton. I can't think of the damn name of the team. Wait a minute. It was Peyton, because I liked it them. I liked it Peyton Manning and Elon. Elon played for the Giants. Elon never got a ring. Peyton got the ring. And their dad, Archie, played for the Oilers a long time ago in the NFL. What is the name of the damn team? Damn it, it's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, they played for the NFL. Two brothers. Their daddy was a football player too. They did not get the same treatment that Deion Sanders' sons got. Their daddy was out there making a big stink about them. Their daddy was at the games and doing all this and that. Is it because of their skin color? They were picked up in the draft, both of them. So why did Deion Sanders' son get picked in the 3rd and 4th draft? Why? Because they asked Deion Sanders to come and coach for the Cowboys. He said no. So why was his sons the last to be picked? Why do you think that? Is it that they got some vendetta against Deion Sanders? Because he left that HBU college to go teach at another college where his sons was at? To make sure his sons made it? And then Pilara, their mother. Oh, honey, she was so worried about them getting the NFL. Why? Because you want them to take care of your ass? Just saying. Just saying. Something really, really vicious happened in that marriage. Now, I'm not saying Deion Sanders was the greatest husband or whatever, but Deion Sanders cannot stand Flower. When they had to do the ceremony for their sons, they had to walk out there on that field and present them, I guess, to their mother. Deion Sanders walked both of his sons out there. When it came to get to their mother, Deion Sanders walked right off that stage. He didn't want no parts of Flower. Why is that? Let me know in the chat what y'all think. But let's just take a look at this. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something. I don't know. It's like everybody is mad at the African American people. I don't know what it is. They said because we're not supporting them. And again, I love all colors, black, red, brown, green, whatever. But this is what's been going on TikTok. They said they even mad about the Sinners movie. They said it's a knockoff from Dusk Till Dawn. They said, why are there no Latino or Caucasian people in a Sinners movie? They going off on TikTok about that. Because there's only African American people in the movie. They say, why is there no Latino or Caucasian people in Sinners? I haven't seen the movie. I've seen previews of it. But I see a lot of movies that don't have African American movies in it. African American people in the movies. I see a lot of Latino people, movies that don't have African American people in them. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. If you don't want them in or you don't. But why is it a big deal every time if a African American man make a movie and put only African American people in there? Why is it such a big deal? They all over TikTok, Caucasian and Latino people saying that why wasn't they in the movie? Let me know if y'all seen that on TikTok when they're talking about the Sinners movie. But let's get to what I want to talk about here. These people here with why did they do Deion Sanders kids like this? I just want to talk about it. They got picked up eventually. I'm not saying they didn't get picked up. They did. But why did it take them the 4th and 5th pick for both of his sons to get picked up when they are great players? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Not calling out anybody. I'm not racist. I'm just asking a question. That's it. Just asking a question. Why do our African American boys have to work twice as hard to get somewhere? Why? And they're good players. They work their ass off to get there. I'm just asking a question. That's all. Why do they have to go through this? Why? Why do they have to go through so much? I thought, our ancestors, our mothers, grandmother them, great grandmother them marched and did everything. So why are they going through all of this? So let's take a look. I want to show y'all something. Who is this? There they go right there. Versus this. Just saying. Just saying. Here go his two sons. They go Peyton. They go Eli. Just saying. Just saying. So, this is the unwritten truth. The hate for the Sanders family is wild. We're watching a public buck breaking attempt. A strong black father and his confident sons being punished for not bowing down. When they said here, when they do it, it's bold. When we do it, it's a problem. Archie, that's what I said. Archie Manning openly controlled his sons' careers, told NFL teams where they wouldn't play, and was praised for it. His sons were labeled smart, prepared, and their draft stock went up. But Coach Prime and Sidora, Coach Prime called overbearing, Sidora labeled cocky. Suddenly, a top 10 pick isn't even a first rounder. New York Giants NFL owners, media, where's the difference between the Mannings and the Sanders? Just saying. I ain't said it, they said it. Here they go right here. I told y'all, Archie, right here. This is their dad. He played for the Oilers back in the day. This is Peyton. And this is Eli. What's the difference here? They said his sons is cocky, but this man here was telling enough teams where his sons was gonna play it, where they was gonna get picked and everything. Why? I'm not saying that they said it. Archie Manning openly controlled his son's career, told NFL teams where they wouldn't play, and was praised for it. His sons were labeled smart, prepared, and their draft stock went up. But Coach Prime and Sidora, I hope I'm saying his name right. Coach Prime called overbearing. So he was overbearing. But Archie was called smart. Sidora labeled cocky. Suddenly, a top 10 pick isn't even a first rounder. So what's the difference between the Mannings and the Sanders? Y'all let me know. Just saying. Y'all let me know what's the difference here. Same thing. Same thing. Y'all let me know. Just saying. Now, I know for sure Sidora should have been picked up in the first round. Just saying. Y'all let me know. We're gonna talk about that. So, what do y'all think was the problem here? Why was these teams playing with him? Yes, these people are losing their minds out here. Yeah. He said, I'm single and loving it. There's nothing like peace of mind. I heard that. Only 135 likes, 63 in the chat. Thank you. Oh, Lord, we've been on here for 2 hours and 16 minutes. Oh, my goodness. We're going to get off of here in a minute. You said, in my opinion, they don't like his father. Well, I think they mad at Deion Sanders because the Cowboys wanted him to be the coach for their team. Deion Sanders said that he can't coach grown people. They're uncoachable, allegedly. Then he was teaching at a HBU college. He left there and went to the college where his sons was at. They got mad about that. So maybe they're punishing his sons because he did that. Just saying. So, but let me know. If they think Deion Sanders is going to be overbearing, what about Archie here? His two sons, he told the teams where his sons were going to play at. So why wasn't he considered overbearing? Just saying. Just saying, y'all. Okay. One more thing I wanted to touch on is that y'all know I do not go in any particular order here. Where we have now, do y'all think for clicks and views that they're saying that Funky Dineva went to Huntsville because it was his niece's prom, and that he invited people to come to Black, right? And Letitia didn't even know about it. He talked about meet him on at the Black. He put up a damn flyer and every damn thing, telling people to meet him on at the Black. But Letitia and them is trying to say they didn't know anything about it. They didn't know he was inviting people down there to Black. But I guess since he was going to be in town, he was inviting people to come to Black. Now, how do you invite people to come to Black if you didn't even ask the people? I'm just asking a question here, y'all. This is what this man did. This is what Funky is doing. But Letitia and Marcel said they didn't know nothing about it. They didn't know Funky was coming to Black. They didn't know he was going to be in Huntsville.
Huntsville people, guess what, y'all? A bitch ready to party. My cousin Tina texted me and said she was on a prom send-off for her son in Huntsville. I'm laying in the bed. I said, well, shit, I ain't doing nothing. Let me see how far away Huntsville is. It's only 3 hours. Baby, I'm in here packing my bags. Right now, a little piece of overnight bag. We finna go to the prom send-off. Then I had to call my boy Marceau. I had to call Miss Wanda. And I said, fuck it. Since I'm coming in town, we might as well go down to the bar where the rich cars be. Tonight, baby, me and all your favorite characters from Love and Marriage Huntsville are going to be at Black Cigar Lounge. And we doing this down to the party free. Just come drink and eat with us and chill, roll your kiki, and have a good time. All the information on the flyer. I see y'all hoes whenever I get there. Bye. Huntsville people, guess what, y'all? A bitch ready to party. My cousin Tina texted me and said she was on a prom send-off for her son in Huntsville. I'm laying in the bed. I said, well, shit, I ain't doing nothing. Let me see how far away Huntsville is. It's only 3 hours. Baby, I'm in here packing my bags. Right now, a little piece of overnight bag. We finna go to the prom send-off. Then I had to call my boy Marceau. I had to call Miss Wanda. And I said, fuck it. Since I'm coming in town, we might as well go down to the bar where the rich cars be. Tonight, baby, me and all your favorite characters from Love and Marriage Huntsville are going to be at Black Cigar Lounge. And we doing this down to the party free. Just come drink and eat with us and chill, roll your kiki, and have a good time. All the information on the flyer. I see y'all hoes whenever I get there. Bye. Huntsville.
This is what Funky is saying, y'all. This is what Funky is saying. Thank you, Sonia, for sending this to me. So I was supposed to start this yesterday, but I wasn't on the thing here. He said he gonna be there. He said he getting to the black at 9 o'clock. That's what he said. He said he gonna be. I'm getting to black at 9 o'clock, y'all. That's what Funky said. He getting to black at 9. Let me see here. He said that he's getting there. You getting down there to the black at 9 o'clock. He said be there. This is what Funky said, y'all. Y'all going down there to black? Y'all going down there? Hey, Lisa. My tea drop. Hello, hello, hello. This is what Funky said, y'all. Y'all come down there. Excuse me, to the black. This is what Funky said. Let me see his page here. Excuse me, guys. Right here. He said it's free. He said everything is free. So he's promoting black for free. He said it's free. You ain't got to pay. You ain't got to pay nothing. Just come on down to the black. You ain't got to pay. That's what he said. So he getting his bags and stuff. He said, Huntsville, I'm on the way. This is what Funky said. He's showing y'all his Gucci. It costs $25. $25, $25, $25. Got the Gucci for $25. Each bag is there goes purse there. I don't know. These man purses, whatever, man bags, whatever you want to call them. $25 a piece, y'all. You get all this right here on the website. The Chinese people done bust everything out. So we all can be in luxury. Everybody can be in luxury now. Ain't nothing but $25 a piece for each item. Maybe $100 for the good quality. So we got about 100, let's just say $100. $300 here. You can have the same thing Funky got. $300. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. So, did anybody go to the black? Just saying. Everybody can be in luxury now. They got the websites. If y'all need me to drop the websites where y'all can order like the stuff, I think Tissa Tales, I can get it from over there. She got the links and everything where you can get the stuff at. China then bust everybody out. They said LV people ain't shopping there no more. Hermes people ain't shopping there no more because they got the websites now. You go on the website. People are stumping on their Gucci and stuff like that. So when people was laughing at DH Gate got some quality stuff on there. You just got to look for the 4 and 5 stars with the good stuff. You might pay a little bit more, but you're going to get the same stuff that these people got. So ask yourself, if you want the labels, right? You can go on DH Gate, look for the 4 and 5 stars. It's the same thing. The same thing, guys. The same thing. You just have to look for the good leather. Just saying. Shoes and all. Everything, but the United States and these other countries, they have secrets. But since the orange man got in there and tried to play them with the fucking tariffs, that's why they're exposing everything. And then LV, Hermes, them trying to sue China now. What y'all trying to sue them for? Because they told us the truth that y'all was getting over on us. It is what it is. Just saying. Funky got $300 worth of stuff there. Just saying. And then a lot of TikTokers, Tissa Tales, and other people got the links to where you can get the stuff at. Now, just think about this, y'all. We know Chinese people. I don't. Is that the right word to say? I don't want to disrespect nobody. They work faster, and there's no secret. Immigrant people work faster than we do. That's no secret, right? They appreciate stuff more than we do. That's no secret. Okay. There's no way LV, Hermes, Chanel, Gucci, them is going to pay people to work like these people do. China, them, they don't pay their people a lot of money because the cost of living there is cheaper than here. So why would they hire somebody from America or these other countries and pay? They got to pay here. We're not going to do stuff for $10 and $12 an hour. We're not going to do it. That doesn't even make sense, right? So why not have the people over there in China make it for cheaper than they ship the stuff over here to us and just have somebody in their warehouse put a little stamp on it? But China done made it already. Have them put a stamp on it and sell it for $3 and $4, $5, $20,000. That makes perfect sense. That makes business sense. Look, don't that make business sense to y'all? Have China make it because they can make it faster. Then once it comes through our warehouse, all we got to do is stamp it and keep it moving. Then sell it for $3,000 and $4,000. That don't make sense to y'all. That makes perfect sense. You could get a T-shirt, have them make the T-shirt, put your labels on there, right? Pay them $7 or $8. Ship it over here to my warehouse, and I put a stamp. I put my LV label in there, right? I only paid them $7, $8 to make it, but then when they get over here, I got one warehouse. They got a couple of people in there. All I got to do is put the label in there, and then sell it for $5,000, $1,000. Sell a T-shirt over here for $200, $300, and I only paid them $10 to make it. That's good business sense. If I pay another MF $3,000, $2,000, not even a fucking $1,000 for the purse, you can slap me. Not even for a shoe. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Then people buying these Van Cleef bracelet and necklace. I'm going on the TikTok, or I'm going to Amazon and get me a Van Cleef bracelet, or I might go on one of these websites that China that hooked us up with. No, ma'am. You ain't getting no $4,000, $5,000 for no damn Van Cleef either. No, not doing it. Just saying. I'm not. No. Right, Lisa? No, ma'am. After they done scammed us out all our damn money, United States is greedy. So if y'all want to keep on going into the LV store, Chanel store, what's the new one? Vanguard. It's a new luxury brand. Vanguard, Y-Yard, something. Giving them $4,000 and $5,000 for a purse that China is making. Go right ahead. I'm not giving you shit. I'm gonna get on one of these damn websites and order my shit, or I might get a DH Gate. Just telling the truth. You won't get another dime from me. None. 147 likes and 59 in the chat. You would be a damn fool to keep on buying this stuff from these people, and you know where it came from. Just saying. One last thing I did want to talk about was, who else I have on here? Kelly. Kelly's husband is saying that he can't pay the child support because he had to take it and pay for his lawyer to do a C&D, cease and desist, because of how Bravo and them is paying him. So that's why he can't pay the child support, because of what Kelly, because how the show is paying him. So that's why he can't pay his child support. Y'all, that's why he can't pay his child support. because of how we doing him. That's why he can't pay his child support, guys. Kelly's husband says he want a C&D right away because how the show is painting him as this bad person. So that's why he can't pay his child support. He had to use the child support money to pay for a lawyer. He said his income has changed and he don't have the money, guys. His income has changed. This is what Kelly's husband is saying here. Let y'all see it here. He don't have the money because we are out here bashing him. He said ex-husband sends cease and desist and wants child support lowered. Kelly's ex says he needs his $3,900 monthly child support lowered due to changes of income. The two share 3 children together, along with Kelly's older daughter from a previous relationship. He also spent some of the child support money for a lawyer to file a cease and desist, claiming Kelly is painting a false narrative of him on the show that is defamatory to his reputation. Kelly was questioning Porsha about her relationship with her. Focus should have been redirected to addressing her own marital issues. True. So, this is Kelly's husband. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Now, you can clearly see that Kelly married this man for the money. You can clearly see. I don't know what nationality he is. I think he's maybe African or Nigerian or something. Kelly married this man for the money. Just saying, in my opinion. Kelly married this man for the money, y'all. Kelly married this man for the money. Now the man is saying he can't pay his child support, the $3,900, because he had to use some of the money for the lawyer. He had to use it for cease and desist because how they paid him on this show. Sir, you got up there in the courtroom and told the judge that you will unalive this woman. And Kelly got to hire security. Then you were incarcerated because of your actions. You have a restraining order put on you. What person gets up in front of court, a judge, and also deputies, telling you you'll unalive somebody? This man don't even look like Kelly type. I told you what I'm telling you. These women said they're not married for looks anymore. They're married for the money. Stability. This man don't even look like Kelly's type. Just saying. So he's saying that he cannot pay the child support because of how he's getting painted on the show. Sir, that has nothing to do with us, that you can't pay your child support. Well, then my whole thing is this: why are you trying to, if you say your income changed, why are you trying to take down y'all businesses that y'all make money from? Why are you trying to take those down? Just saying. $148 likes, 60 in the chat. Thank you, Mary. Let's see here. All right, Capricorn, you said if you're already a pretty woman, you can make a Family Dollar bag look good. I'm just saying. Right. You sure can. You said someone not smart enough to. Exactly. Yeah, so y'all know I don't have a lot of name brand stuff, but if I want some stuff, I know where to go. I got an LV bag and 3 MCM bags that I feel dumb that I bought those bags for them, paid the amount of money that I paid for them. But don't here or there, don't feel sorry for me. I know where I'm going from now. You see me with a new bag, just know where I got it from. Y'all ain't got to ask me where I got it from. I'm telling you in advance where I'm going to get it from. Off of one of these websites or from DH Gate. It's the same thing. So, no worries, no worries, no worries. That's where I'm going to get it from. I'm just telling y'all if I decide that I want to design a bag. But I don't really even carry those really anymore. I just have a regular bag. I be getting stuff off the TikTok shop, Amazon, Fashion Nova, Shein, and I look just as nice. Just saying. But if y'all do see me with something on, just letting you know in advance where I got it from. Just letting you know in advance. You said someone, let me see what Lisa said. Someone not smart wouldn't act up in front of the judge. Yeah, a lot of men be scared to do that. But again, he's not from America because his name tells you that he's not from America. From United States. His name, he's not from the United States. Just saying. Could be wrong. Let me know in the chat. Could be wrong. This man is not from the United States. But Kelly looked like, well, you know what? Let's come on back here. Sometimes the people on these shows have houses that they lease for the show because Kelly does have a nice house. Now, Kelly has been sued. So, does she have the money? Is she broke? She don't look like she broke. But hey, what do I know? We had a man here in Wisconsin who had a BMW, Cartier shades, wore the top of the line clothes, and was living in a storage garage. Didn't have nowhere to stay. All his clothes and stuff in his car was in the storage garage. But he wanted to shine. So Cartier glasses, BMW car, all the designer clothes, but was living in his car in a storage unit. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. But I'm going to be watching Roa tonight. Are y'all going to be watching Roa tonight? I will be watching it. Tonight, I'm going to be watching Roa tonight. Give me 1 second, guys. Hello, Pat Drive 64, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so y'all know I get on my channel and be on here all day. I do not be looking at the time. I got to get off here. Just 2 hours and 39 minutes I've been on here. This is a shame. But I like talking to y'all, so. But anyway, Kelly's husband is saying he ain't got it, y'all. He can't pay his child support because he had to pay for his C&D, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about that. All right, guys, and if you guys are new to my channel, I would love to have you as a subby, one of my tea drops. I would love to have you guys as one of my tea drops. I would love to have you guys as one of my tea drops. I would love to have you guys as one of my tea drops. And if you're not a member we would love to have you as a member. We're going to have some exciting stuff going on for our members. We're just getting everything together, getting ready to put it in our members only. And me, Tea Talk with your girl, and also Sassy T from the 803 and Sandra P. I'm getting ready to put it in my members only. We could do something, and I want you all to be able to be a part of it. So if you're not a member, think about becoming a member. Y'all know with our members only, we will be going to Jamaica in 2026 for 6 days. And we always do all exclusive, which that includes your meals and drinks. Oh, matter of fact, I got to do something. So think about becoming a member. It's only $2.99 a month. And also, guys, try to support the channel by either a Cash App, Super Chat, or Super Sticker. Also, you can support the channel by Cash App, $Rochelle74. Okay? You guys can support the channel by ways of Super Chat, Super Sticker, or Cash App. Or become a member for $2.99. So for all of my members, I got something that I'm going to be putting in members only. I'm just waiting for it to get finalized, and I will be putting it in there and sometime next week. So I'm just waiting for something to get finalized, and then I'm going to put it in there. Also, for our members only, if you're a member of Sassy T from the 803, also Tea Talk with your girl and Sandra P, they're going to be putting it in theirs as well. So if y'all are members of any of theirs, y'all are going to see it as well. But we're going to start doing stuff for our members, for supporting us. So we have to give back to y'all. And also for our tea drops too. We thank you guys so much for supporting our channel. But we're going to be putting something in there for our members only. And if you want to start traveling with us, that information is going to be in the members only. And the members only for the trip to Jamaica, we don't take any cash or anything from y'all. It's going to be at a resort where all the food and drinks are included. So you just got to pay for your own room and stuff once you get there. The information will be in the members only. So you can book your own, room. And then you got to, book your own flight. And we'll tell you what flights we're going to be on so we can, connect with each other. Usually in Atlanta or whatever, or sometimes not. Because y'all know I ended up in Minnesota last time for a connecting flight. So we're going to be doing that. And then something else we're doing. But if you are a member, you're going to know what we're doing. And then you guys can be a part of it as well. So just like I said, members only is $2.99 a month. So if you are a member, you're going to know what we're getting ready to do. But I just got to wait till some stuff get finalized. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else are we going to be doing? Something else we're going to be doing. But I got to talk to someone about that. But we'll see. All right, so think about becoming a member. Think about supporting the channel with super stickers, super chats, and also Cash App is going across the screen. All right, guys, I will see you guys later on today. Also, if you didn't give me a thumbs up when you came in, give me one on your way out. Also, follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Drop the tea, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.